So you're just gonna shade around, shade in this area, whatever needs black and gray shading before I dip into black. And here on a long strokes, yeah, nice long down and then long up, long down, long up, long down, long up. You can see I hold 45 degrees shading needle, so it's kind of narrow in a sense and just going out. But then sometimes we need to get a whole area darker, so then you can widen you tilt your machine in a way that it shades the whole area. But then more, if you tilt sideways, it shades particular area. Extra light, I'm gonna go for the eyebrow down, so to the wall down, so wall down, so wall down, so wall down, and then we can sneak into long movements. This bottom little small white row, yeah, like that one, don't touch that. Make that pure, as in like no shading whatsoever. When we're gonna add the red, that will go really nice, juicy, clean red, and it's gonna, it really should carve out the forehead between the eye. Like in Japanese, it's called nokebori, which means the uncarved areas, so the areas you don't physically touch. And what I've learned so far is they use the outlines to outline the characters, but they also outline them with no outline. So in a sense, that white untouched area becomes a white outline of a character, even though if it has black outlines of a character, if that makes sense. So mostly they have a black outline like we had there, then it also follows most likely with white outline all around it, and then the character starts. But even inside the character, they also have white outlines inside the outlines, or parallel to the outlines, which also outlines in white, but it's not an outline. It's like outlining the whole thing with the highlights. Makes sense? I don't know if it makes sense, but it kind of happens what happens here. It has a physical outline of the eyebrow, but then leaving that area white, it also has a white outline. Same like what happened here. Yeah, it has like a white outline. You wouldn't call that outline, but it is. It physically makes the elements be there and visible because it's white, not because it's black. So like the outline happens to be in reverse. Same as here. The white line that is untouched area next to the outline becomes the outline. It's an interesting concept. Never really thought about that. It could be done where you do white outlines next to the outlines, which then turns the, yeah, you understand. It's confusing, but let's leave that untouched. Here we're just gonna shade 45 degrees up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Long way, yeah. We wanna get the whole area the same tone, same color. Then I'm gonna sneak into the top section as well, and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. It's a patience thing. It's a patience skill. Here magnum sideways, and then I'm gonna really get to the edges, get them crisp, clean, sharp, right up and down and up and down and up and down. Long, nice, smooth strokes, yeah. At these stages you will see that your brain will be shouting at you, saying, why are you going so slow? Why are we moving our hands so slow? Why everything's so slow? But it's because when we were kids, we always drew, we scribbled. So faster was the way. Fastest was the shading way. It was like how fast you can make strokes next to each other. Then you do all the other things, and fast is always like, even like mixing eggs or something, you always just, fast is the way. So when someone says slow is the way, your brain just has loads of question marks, like the fuck, why? Nah, surely nah. Let's go faster. And you try to like mix the eggs as you tattoo, but then you realize you got dusty shading, and you're like, fuck. And you're thinking, how do I get smooth shading? And then all you see is on Instagram, someone's there just fucking whacking the skin, just fucking damaging. And you're thinking, surely that can't be the way. And that's not really the way. They just, no, you know what I mean? Like, you don't do that, but they do. Right, here I put 15 mag in because I'm planning to aim for this area, which means I'm gonna hit the water and really lightly, same like we did here, really extra light plus water, like really light, like super light, yeah. What we have is we follow this line, the one I said that these super light lines will be your HD lines, so we shade up to that line and then out to the line and out to the line and out to the line and out, and again loads of weighting thing. I feel like my needles are a little bit too far out, so I'm literally gonna do a fraction like that, literally like 5%, but you're gonna see the instant change. Water, extra light. I would say when it comes to really light shading, on humans it's easier, fake skin is harder.